The rain hammered against the window pane, a relentless rhythm mirroring the turbulent thoughts within. Sarah sat by her desk, a crumpled printout of an email beside her. The project she had poured months, even years of her life into, the one that promised to reshape her career, had been abruptly canceled. Gone, just like that. A single terse notification, explaining nothing, offering no comfort. A familiar knot tightened in her stomach, that burning sensation of injustice, the whispered questions, why me? Why now, after all that effort? Resentment, a bitter companion, began to coil around her heart. It felt unfair, deeply, profoundly unfair. And in that moment, the world outside, with its driving rain, seemed to mock her, indifferent to her struggle. This feeling, this gut-wrenching resistance to what is not unique to Sarah. Perhaps you've felt it too. The sudden, unexpected illness that derails plans, the friendship that dissolves without explanation, the dream that shatters before your eyes. In these moments, the natural human impulse is often to fight against reality, to curse the heavens, to stew in the bitter broth of resentment. We rail against the unfairness, clinging to how things should have been rather than accepting how they are. But what if there was another way? What if this very moment, this experience of sorrow or disappointment, held a hidden key to a profound sense of freedom? This is where the ancient wisdom of Stoicism offers a guiding hand. The Stoics understood that life is a tapestry woven with threads of both joy and sorrow, success and failure, gain and loss. To try and selectively pull out only the threads we deem pleasant is to unravel the entire fabric. It's to resist the very nature of existence itself. Consider this for a moment. When we cling to resentment, when we stubbornly refuse to accept what fate has brought, what are we truly doing? We are effectively fighting a battle that cannot be won. The event has occurred. The outcome is set. Our resistance doesn't change the external reality. It only amplifies our internal suffering. It's like standing in the path of a powerful river, pushing against the current, only to be exhausted and eventually swept away. Resentment is a self-inflicted wound, a poison we drink, hoping it will harm someone or something else. The Stoic path is one of profound acceptance. Not a passive resignation, mind you, but an active, conscious embrace of what is. This radical acceptance is embodied in the Stoic principle of Amor Fati, the love of fate. It means not just tolerating what happens, but actually welcoming it, understanding that every event, every circumstance, whether seemingly good or bad, serves a purpose in the grand design of our lives and provides an opportunity for growth and the practice of virtue. Imagine that gardener whose entire crop is destroyed by an unexpected hailstorm. He can rage against the skies, curse his bad luck, and dwell in despair. Or he can mourn the loss, acknowledge the reality, and then ask, what now? What can I learn from this? How can I prepare better next time? How can I still find value in this season, even without the harvest I expected? The Stoic would choose the latter, seeing the hailstorm not as an arbitrary punishment, but as an integral part of nature's cycle, a challenge that tests and strengthens his resilience. It's about understanding the fundamental Stoic division. Some things are within our control, and most things are not. Our health, our reputation, our possessions, other people's opinions, the weather, global events, these are largely outside our direct control. What is within our control is our judgment, our opinions, our desires, our aversions, and, crucially, our response to everything that happens. When Sarah received that devastating email, the cancellation was outside her control, but her reaction to it, whether she chose resentment or acceptance, was entirely within her power. The Stoic approach wouldn't ask her to pretend she wasn't disappointed. It would acknowledge the pain, but then gently guide her to shift her focus. The project is gone. That is a fact. Now, how do I choose to respond to this fact? Do I allow it to consume me with bitterness, or do I use it as an opportunity to cultivate patience, adaptability, and fortitude? This isn't about being emotionally numb or uncaring. It's about being profoundly honest with reality. It's about recognizing that trying to fight reality is like trying to change the past. It's futile. True strength lies not in wrestling with external events, but in mastering our internal landscape. When we embrace fate, truly accept that both joy and sorrow are necessary and useful components of a full life, we free ourselves from the chains of resentment. We stop being victims of circumstance and become active participants in our own inner freedom. We understand that every setback, every disappointment is an opportunity to practice courage, to cultivate patience, to develop wisdom, to refine our character. These are the only true possessions that can never be taken from us. So, the next time fate delivers a blow, when disappointment casts a long shadow, pause, feel the initial sting, acknowledge it, but then gently, firmly shift your focus. Ask yourself, is this within my control? If not, how can I accept it? What virtue can I practice here? What lesson can I learn? By doing so, we transform potential suffering into wisdom. We exchange the burning, consuming fire of resentment for the steady, illuminating light of acceptance. And in that acceptance, we find not resignation, but a profound and liberating sense of peace. We become steady, like a tree that bends with the wind, rather than breaking against it. This journey, of course, is a lifelong practice, not a one-time revelation. It requires consistent effort, self-awareness, and a willingness to look inward. But the rewards, the freedom from resentment, the steady mind, the open heart, are immeasurable. Thank you for joining me on this reflection. If these thoughts resonated with you, I invite you to share your own experiences or insights in the comments below. How have you found peace amidst life's challenges? Your stories enrich us all. And if you'd like to explore more paths to inner tranquility and strength, consider following for future discussions. Until next time, may you navigate life's currents with an open heart and a steady mind.